Auto primary trade lines. Credit hack. Well, this is going to be one of several videos on how to build your credit so you can get into the funding and we can get you real money. Credit lines and loans, not credit cards like all these other idiots that get baby money. Real money. So one of the most important things, as you all know, is getting an auto on your credit report. Now, I'm going to tell you where to go and the qualities about how to get the best loan and the best value and least depreciation cars that you can buy, or vehicles that you can buy in the next 5 years that will be the best overall choice that you can make. On top of that, what you would also do is, once you have the loan, automatically, technically after 6 months payments, 3 months payments, you could go ahead and refinance the auto and build up your credit even more. And in the meantime, what you want to do would be able to be a co-borrower for your spouse, your child, or whoever, or a friend or whatever. So not only are you making your payment with your auto, you have a second auto on there as well, and you're having two auto primaries build up your file, and looks like you're making two payments, but you're only making one. Now, as a co-borrower, it will report to your credit report and to their credit report, not a cosigner. A cosigner would just report to their report unless it defaults, and then it's basically on them, and then they collect the money on you. But you have to be a co-borrower. So if you have a spouse, partner, whoever, it is going to report to your credit and build up your credit. Okay, so that's that. Now, when you're getting a loan, you don't want to go 84 months out because it takes too long to build up the credit. You want to stick around 36 to 48 months, and you're going to want to make sure you make your first payment. I'll go ahead and make the second payment and set it up on auto pay and get your score getting built up faster. Now, also, if you have really bad credit, you might have to come up with a down payment or whatever. So that's that. Avoid like the buy here, pay here lots and things like that, because they say they don't require credit, everything, of course, and they don't report your credit. So that's a whole nother problem. So the main lenders that you want to go for to start out with is going to be, well, Navy Federal, which will do a soft pre-approval. PenFed, it's going to be Equifax pull. There's no soft approval. Capital One is going to be a soft pre-approval. They switch between all three bureaus, so you can't really tell which one that is. Consumer Credit Union has good rates. There's no soft pull there, but it's a good one. Autopay.com, it's all three bureaus. Alley Auto is a good one that dealers use a lot. And then your last one is going to be Chase. Chase will do a soft pull, and once you find the car, then it's going to become a hard pull. So those are your best lenders. Now, if you go with Navy, you can do a secured loan and make payments on secured loan and use that as your down payment for the auto if you need a down payment. So you have two loans in one at Navy Federal. But a lot of people, if you can't go to Navy, you have a list of other ones you could go to. So you got PenFed with Equifax. The rest are three bureaus. And you have the soft pulls, which is Chase, Capital One, and the rest are all hard pulls. Now, Navy's going to do Equifax and TransUnion. Pen's going to do Equifax and Experian. Chase will do a soft pull, so it doesn't really matter, but they're going to go off of Experian and TransUnion. And Capital One is going to be TransUnion and Experian. So those are your lenders. Now, once we got past that, like I said, you want to co-borrower, be a co-borrower for people that you know as well. Get them one, so doubles the time your file gets built. But I can start funding you and after 3 months payments, and I'm going to do other videos on other primaries to put on there as well. So now let's talk about what's the best value of a car to get for like the most reasonable, that's going to be the best that you can drive and turn around and resell it, break even or not lose money, or something that's in demand and in the best condition to where you drive it. And in order of best to worst really is going to be Toyota, Honda, Subaru, Lexus, and Jeep. And then the bottom of the barrel for resale value would be Tesla, but I really hate electric cars, so I know we'd skip on that. Now, if you're talking about sedans and compact cars, Toyota Corolla, the Honda Civic, Subaru Impreza, the Lexus IS, all have like a 70% 5-year value retention, or basically the highest value on resale out of all the vehicles for sedans and compacts. Now, if you're talking about SUVs and crossovers, the best value over a 5-year period of time with the least depreciation and the most resale value that's going to hold the value. So with inflation, it would probably be like you driving it and not really losing any money, is going to be Toyota 4Runner, the Honda CR-V, Subaru Outback, the Lexus RX, and Jeep Wrangler. If you're talking EVs, which I don't really want to talk about, but okay, so just say if you were into buying an electric vehicle, the top 3 would be the Tesla Model 3, the Toyota Prius, or a Honda Accord Hybrid. So that is your best bet for value. Also, if you're wanting to build your credit, not only the co-borrower route is the way to go, so you'd have 2 vehicles on there. If you want to put a sport bike on there, a Harley, or any power sport vehicle on your credit as well, would help build your credit. It's really not so much about all these things, isn't really about interest rate and financing, even though you want to stick with like a 36-month loan to maybe 60-month loan. I mean, or really 36 to 48 month, so you can pay it off or refinance it earlier and have bigger payments and build up your credit score. But overall, if you do that, you want to do the co-borrow route and build up your credit, or get a power sport or a motorcycle on there, that'd be 2 or 3 things on there all at once, and that would build up your file. You could go with the soft pulls if you're really worried about it, or just if you have a down payment, be able to use a down payment. I would probably not go to the dealerships for financing, because they're going to pull your credit 100,000 times. And they'll even pull it 3 months after you own the car and flip the note. So you could end up with like 30 or 40 inquiries even after you got the car. And this happens all the time. So that is the rundown on about primary credit hacking for automobiles. And when you go for pre-qualification, just make sure you have your pay stubs and W-2 and everything lined up. And you want help with all this and help with building your file, getting your file lined up for funding or whatever, you can give me a call. Or if you want to get into, ideally, you want to do this. If you want to get into credit repair, I can get results sometimes if it's not been around the block, done in 3 weeks, or average is 45 days, or if it's really been around to a bunch of places and they've screwed it up a lot, but you can't get it finished. Sometimes, yes, it will take longer than 45 days, of course, and then we'll get you into funding. So that credit repair route would be the best way to do it. Ideally, you want to get your auto on there as fast as possible. So if you hire me for credit repair, you want to get the auto within the first week. Then after that, don't get any inquiries while I'm doing the repair until we get into funding. All right. So also, if you want to get into commercial real estate or corporate funding or whatever, and skip the build, and you already have a good file, we can go to that route as well. So you want to give me a call and get real funding, credit lines and loans, this is the place. I got more proof than anybody on the internet for corporate credit and the maximum amount of funding. Nobody else can get that much money, and the best credit repair with average results in 3 weeks. Some of it's done in 3 weeks if it's not been around, or 45 days on average total. And I get you set up for funding. A lot of people don't even set you up for funding, so they don't even know what they're doing. And if they don't do funding in credit repair, then there's no way they have motivation to even finish the credit repair. So that would be a good place to start, or go straight to corporate credit. Or you want to get in commercial real estate and make real money and learn how to close deals in 1 week and learn information that's not general waste of time knowledge and the wrong path that's not going to get you money. And we're talking 100% private money, cash out on every deal, and it's not copycat information like some of these people that just copycat constantly and are a watered down version, daisy chained version of what their idea of commercial real estate is. Instead of getting the real information, the direct elite information, and learn how to really close deals and build a portfolio and start out with retail and apartments that make the most money, close in a week, and know what's not known to other people. And then as you progress, get into bigger deals that require more money and a little more experience, and it's on the right path and the right sequence. Nobody else teaches this stuff, and it's elite information that nobody else has, and tell you the difference between the lies from the truths and how to recognize them, how to assess a deal, and know things other people don't know within 1 to 2 minutes. Other people guess, and they're like the bottom of the consumer chain. Those people that are just mass marketing and giving you all this free information is just down payment prospecting for dumb people, and people they can inquire about to see if you have a way to find what your net worth is and ability to come up with money and all this stuff like that. They are screening people to do what they are supposed to be doing, but they're not. If you're having to go with somebody else that can't get you 100% funding and close in 1 week, they are not teaching you anything. They're just copying off everything on the internet and give you general information, and you're wasting your time. And you're flooding your brain with useless information like school brainwash that's not going to help you. It's just going to set you back. Anyways, give me a call at 312-473-4163, and I'd love to help you.